Coach Heads, what's going on? You already know we're back here at Anthem Culture headquarters, ACHQ. A lot new updates on the site, anthemculture.com, so make sure you guys continue to check that out. Shout out to all the Culture Heads as always, man. We got a lot new things coming up. A couple huge announcements actually coming up for those of you who have been following along on Anthem Culture /Connect. Make sure you check that out and you'll get a sneak peek. But have a couple new things coming up over the next couple videos, so make sure you stay tuned, stay posted, hear what's coming up next for Anthem Culture, the next big endeavors we're about to head out to next, so make sure you keep posted on that. Stay tuned, but for now, let's get into some stories, see what we have new for today. So there's this artist out in Nigeria by the name of Adatun Adanuga, and originally he went to school for photography, but after going through all of that schooling and training, he started to get an interest in mixed media artwork, so that's what he's now starting to make a name for himself out of. So he uses everything from fabrics, wood, metals, you name it, but he like scours all over the place for all of these different types of materials and creates these amazing pieces of artwork. And he even mentioned that it takes sometimes up to a year or two just to complete one masterpiece. So make sure you read more about that and check out his artwork on anthemculture.com. For those of you out in Singapore, you have like an amazing festival coming up. It's actually a 3-year partnership. Singapore, the tourism board, partner with Disney and the Star Wars franchise in order to bring pretty much Star Wars to Singapore. So they're having a couple festivals upcoming. The most recent, the soonest one coming up is May the 4th Be With You festival, but they're gonna have tons of Star Wars characters, activities, pictures, movie streaming, fan meetups, you name it, all of that good stuff. So if you're out of Singapore, you're a fan of Star Wars, fan of Disney, this is definitely something you want to check more about on. So make sure you check out anthemculture.com to learn more about that story and the dates and exactly where you can go to find out where these festivals are. So there's this amazing author out in Spain by the name of Eduardo Mendoza. He actually just got recognized by all of the royalty out in Spain. So I think he's from Barcelona. So he actually wrote so many books over the course of his lifetime. So he actually got a highly recognized literary lifetime achievement award. So shout out to Eduardo Mendoza, and you can actually like see all of the video footage from the actual ceremony and him getting the award from Spain and just his interactions with it. So make sure you read more about that on anthemculture.com. So out in Libya, they're actually holding a very new recent art exhibit entitled Warning. And you know, a lot of art pieces from around the world by anybody, it sometimes tells a story. So that's exactly what this exhibit is doing for Libya. You know, in the past they've had like a lot of turmoils and revolutions and stuff like that, but now they're starting to transition into a new phase for the country. So they're pretty much using this exhibit as a way to tell the story, but also segment themselves into the new light. So make sure you read more about that on anthemculture.com and the dates and where you can check out the exhibit. So there's actually this amazing Pakistani artist that's creating incredible artwork, and she actually ties in a lot of Pakistani women figures along with pop culture icons and meshes them together into amazing art pieces. So she's actually being featured on a couple sites around the web and showcasing her artwork in a collaboration with a lot of different sites that's really highlighting recently just Muslim women and just a different type of artwork and creativity they bring to the world. So you can read more about that story on anthemculture.com and even see some of her artwork. So more stories, more news, more information, we have all of that available on anthemculture.com. Make sure you continue to check that out every single day. We're here, ACHQ, making some things happen. Make sure you check out the anthemculture.com /Connect. We can chat on there. You get to stay posted on all the new releases, everything upcoming. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting over pretty much the lifetime of Anthem Culture, all the Culture Heads, man. We have a lot more in store for you guys. This is only the beginning, always the beginning, I like to think. So shout out to all the Culture Heads. Appreciate culture.